Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pantheon in the mid lane. He's incredibly meta right now, super strong. He doesn't have many bad matchups. His worst ones are champions he basically can't get to. Things like Nico, Swain, Anivia, and Corki. Pretty challenging. Plus, with all of them, they have some kind of big ability that whenever you go to jump on them, they can hit you with it for free. He does extremely well against Cass mid, Renekton mid, Gragas mid, surprisingly, because of your shield. Whenever he dashes in, you just shield off all of his damage. He can't do anything. Kiana, Rumble, and many other matchups. He has way more good matchups than he does bad matchups. For your best runes, take Prestige, Tact, Triumph, Tenacity, Coup de Grace, Biscuits with Cosmic Insight, double AD, and a Resistance. You're going to want to max your Q first, E second, and W last. Pantheon's level 1's okay. His level 2 is where he shines, though. He started with Boomerang. We're going to walk up and hit him with an empowered Q. He's trying to push the wave really hard here. He's trying to get me with that last one there. We get the minion. Alright, he finds this single auto. We gotta wait for level 2. In the range matchups, your level 1 is just ugh. But at level 2 is where you can start to do stuff. We can trade in with empowered Qs and do decently well. But we really do want level 2 so we can jump in on his head. He's about to get level 2 there. Yep, there it is. Try to thin this out a little bit. We have our empowered up from our passive again. Against champions, you pretty much always do your empowered W because it has the most damage. If you're poking, you just do empowered Qs. And you never throw your Q unless you have to, because when you throw it, it puts it on a full cooldown, which is really bad. If you use it as just a little stabby tool, it goes on it's like a 50 or 60% reduced cooldown. Way shorter. He's got me holding on to my ability more than I would like. Go ahead and pop potion here, try to get our health back. He goes in for the cannon, jump on his head, auto Q into the E. Get him with ignite. Auto attack Q, down he goes. Your Q on Pantheon crits when they're below 20% health. So when they're low HP, it's an easy fight. We need to push the wave. The best push tool is empowered Qs. That is exactly what we're going to do. Even though he had a little bit of an HP lead, we have way more damage leading in with an empowered W, auto attack Q into E. By the time they come out of your stun, you've already hit them with your W auto Q. Now you're hitting them with the E, and then you're blocking all of their damage. It's hard to trade off of that for most champions. First item rush, you typically want to look for an Eclipse. Eclipse is super strong on Pantheon. Gives you loads of lethality, AD, ability haste. It gives you a shield, max health damage, and a speed up as well. So whenever you go into trade, you can either run them down with the speed up shield or run away with the speed up and shield. Gives you a lot of options. After Eclipse, you're going to want to go for Bork, typically into a Black Cleaver or Spirit Shogun. Black Cleaver is a great option for shredding tanks that are stacking armor, and they do have Rammus, so Black Cleaver could be really good here. Really strong option for us. Get that over there. Still get XP. Jump on his head here. W, auto Q into E. Cancel the E on his head. Once your E ends, or if you end it early, it does a big burst of damage. So ideally, you want to land the end part on the enemies. When you're below half health, half mana, that's when we'll use our Biscuit. We don't want to use it before then. Biscuits heal you more the more you're missing. We are down a little bit of CS. I'm okay with that, though. This guy's been gankable pretty much all game, and we haven't been. Auction's early game's also really strong. That's where the champion shines the most. I'll let this crash. I don't feel like losing all my HP. Trying to avoid missing too many minions. Our wave is still in a great spot. We're not very gankable. I want space to chase. In a perfect world, we would have it frozen right here forever. And then when he steps up, we go all in on him. Once you're level 6, you can start to push wave to roam. Roaming on Pantheon pre-6 with no boots, it's a little bit dicey. People can see you coming from a mile away. But with your R, you can make plays left and right. So yeah, he's stepping up now. He was just hiding in the shadows forever, waiting for me to eventually push. He gets me with one side of the boomerang. Should look for a big trade here. When he goes in for a last hit. If Rams come mid, I could be in trouble. When you're trying to get away from enemy champions, empowered E is good because it's a speed up. So if Rammus comes, we can empowered E and get ourselves out of that situation. Go ahead and use empowered Q there so we don't miss. Auto into E. We block his auto. Auto attack Q. I'm going to flash away from that. Yeah, this guy's chasing super, super hard for this. I'm going to jump on his head, hit him with Q. Went ahead and ignited him too just to play it safe. Didn't want him to be able to sneak anything out. Auto attack into E. Blocked his auto there. Get him with my Q. And down he goes. Empowered W auto attack. That was a huge, huge fight for us. Pantheon plays extremely well in 2v2 fights. Since you can block all damage with your E that's facing that way, it makes it very challenging for people to focus you down. Even if there's 5 people hitting you, if you're facing them with your shield, you don't take any damage. And at the same time, your shield is doing damage to them. Alright, let's keep going for that Eclipse. We'll stand right here. We can R back to lane if need be. Your R has a slow and damage aspect to it, and it lands faster than it used to a couple of years ago. Because it was within the last 8 months they made it land faster. I'm on my way. Fiddle's level 6, Rams is level 5. Fiddle hasn't backed yet though, so it's not particularly strong. After the Eclipse, we go for our Bork into Cleaver. Bork gives you more damage than Cleaver. If you need Armor Shred right after Eclipse though, you'd go for Cleaver instead of Bork. I would like to fight them on this. This is probably worded though. This is a weird fight. Not a big fan of the positioning on this. I need to get to this guy. W, Q, auto into E. I don't want to spear chunk here because I don't want to miss it. I can't get to him any other way though. He has tier 2 boots and I don't have boots. He kind of ran the wrong way there, I think. Yeah, he might have looped back around. I don't know. It's hard to tell with Akshan where he's kind of going. Yeah, he went that way. Nice. He still dies. That's pretty good. We'll go ahead, grab boots, R back mid to push it, and then we can look for overroam from there. Since our laner is dead. Very strange dragon fight. The enemies forced it out hard. Actually, this wave's pushing to me. I'm not going to R for this. When I come back, I'm going to get pretty much all these minions regardless. If you're up against a tanky mid laner, if for some reason they pick a tank mid, you can rush Bork. Bork's a great rush versus people are going to rush HP early on. Otherwise, Eclipse is a lot more flexibility with the shield and speed up. Plus percent base damage as well, so it's not like, oh, you didn't go Bork, you don't have percent base damage. No, Eclipse does give you a little bit. He's going to push this with max ranged ability usage. He has to respect it when we step up. I'm having to put in a lot of autos to counteract his superior minion advantage and also his ability spam. I'm going to miss that minion rip. I walked too far away. We'll stay here forever. There's never reason to really leave this spot. Whenever he steps up, Rammus is probably going to be here. At least for right now, he's being insanely safe and I'm building a CS lead. I'm going to go ahead and look for an R opportunity here. We have empowered Eon, so we didn't take much damage from that. I'm trying to back out of this, but I legit just can't move at all. I'm getting perma CC. Rocket saved me there big time. Yeah, this guy's annoying. He's fishing in for deep autos underneath my turret. I don't necessarily have to stay. Hey, friend. Auto Q. Whip out the E. Not sure why Fiddlesticks played it. Oh, wait, where did his Sphere go? He just never used it. Maybe Rams was out of range. That was a strange fight. My Q might be able to crit him. Nah, it's not a crit. He's slightly above 20% health. He's dead if this spear lands. I'm dead. WQ, Ram's Aftershock kills me. I wasn't expecting him to actually stay there because he was super, super low. Finally have our Eclipse. I'm going to look for a roam from base. I say that right as their bot lane's clearly resetting and their top lanes are resetting. He went for a super, super early tier 2 boots rush. Yeah, we might actually go Black Cleaver second item here. As much as I would like Bork, Rammus is more of an armor tank. And York's definitely going to get a Hull Breaker, which gives loads of armor as well. Probably be better off with Black Cleaver here. Plus, Black Cleaver is a little bit cheaper than Bork is on Pantheon. It's hilarious it doesn't recommend Bork. Pantheon's Empower W applies Bork 3 times. It doesn't recommend it when it's one of his highest win rate items in the game. It's hilarious. Riot has a huge bias against building certain items on certain champions, even if it's some of their best item options. It's bizarre. I'm coming in deep. I might have been a little too deep because my teammate somehow died there. WQ, auto Q, auto E, cancel the E, auto. I don't really know where their Auction is here. It's making me nervous. This guy's actually pretty strong. We get the shield. Yeah, here's the Auction. Got my E on here, and I have the turret to block the Auction R. I got my E down as well. Rams can only do so much damage in a situation like that. Auction doesn't really have items here. Yeah, he's scared. He knows he can't fight me. Even if Soraka wasn't here, he legit can't fight me. Look at his items. All he has is Berserks and 2 longswords, really. That's nothing compared to an Eclipse. Plus, melee champions have higher base damage as long as you can get to them. Melee champions heavily favored for a fight like that. I don't want to stay for that. I will cut him off, however. Okay, cool. Somebody popped plant right as I did that. Oof. Fiddle goes in with his R. I can't really get there, though. Yeah, alright. He got his flash. That's decent. Can I save Fiddle? Lucian's a full item, so is Senna. I don't think I can. They're going to try to take Dragon. I need to push mid. Apply some counter pressure. I can kill him with 1 spear toss here. He's simply not in range, though. Hey, Aramis. We're going to shield off all that damage. We can kite him out. He actually just wrecked me so hard there. Ramus knocked me out of my jump stun with his Q. That was really good timing on his Q there. Very dirty of him. Well played. I'm not going to stay. That's how I died last time. Ramus ran off and healed. He has a bunch of armor as well. I kind of need Black Cleaver to deal with this guy. Neither team has gotten Dragon yet. Wow. Don't know what their bot lane. Are they actually going for Dragon off that? For your boots on Pantheon, usually you look for Mercs or Plated. Against their team, I think it's a Merc type of game, but at the same time, they're physical damage heavy, so I'll go Plated. On the bright side, our E lasts for a while, 1.5 seconds, so even if I'm CC'd, as long as I get my E down, it can be beneficial. I'm still blocking damage and doing damage even while I'm taunted. You can't cancel a Pantheon E with any ability in League. It's not a channel. Let's see if he stays. He doesn't. That's smart of him. He doesn't have the items to really stay. Since Pantheon's W applies on hit 3 times, that's a big reason why Black Cleaver is also good on him. You can shred their armor pretty much all at once with 1 W auto. 1 empowered W auto, I should specify. Also why Bork's good, of course. Outside of that, Bork and Black Cleaver, he doesn't really have other good on-hit items. Like, you wouldn't really want to go Wit's End on a Pantheon or any other type of on-hit item, such as... I guess you could go Titanic, honestly. Titanic wouldn't be terrible. You wouldn't go Lich Bane. You wouldn't go Nash. Nash is garbage on him, so is Lich Bane. You wouldn't go Rage Blade either. Your only real viable options are Bork with Cleaver, and Titanic somewhat viable as well. Let's see if this can hit. We get the slow off of it. He's moving really fast is the thing, though. It's not really easy to catch up to this champion. Oh, I just found him. It's annoying. Very hard to chase him. His invisibility doesn't really have a cooldown either. I'll attack into Q, auto E, get my Ignite down. Nearly killed him, but I took a lot of damage for it. I was gonna watch me die there. Yeah, she's not very useful. I don't know what she's building. It's basically a 1v3 there. She didn't do anything and still managed to die because she didn't build boots yet. Go back mid. Probably not best to play around my bot lane. Should be playing around my Fiddle Diddle. He's one of my few useful teammates at the moment. Yeah, they're grouping up heavy bot side here. I have my shield. If Soraka heals me, I should be able to live. Wow. He's actually fishing for a kill there. Rammus is smart. He's going bot side. He can tell. Like it's about to go down over here. Soraka R to save Fiddle. Flash stun. Auto Q. Yeah, I'm a little faster than you are. Just a little bit. Get him with a QW. I could already reach him with my Q. So I might as well hit him with the Q and then W to close distance. Because I still had range on my W after I hit him with the Q. Very solid there. Because I couldn't reach him with an auto. I can reach him with a Q and then I could reach him with a W. Your W travel time is very fast. Nice try, Nyla. This game's actually close. We're barely ahead in kills as a team. If I die and they get my shutdown, they'll be ahead. York has his Maiden. I don't want to deal with that. Maiden's too good. Gotta love Umbral, man. Free oracles where you can basically one-tap wards. I could have potentially gone in there. That might have been a missed opportunity. I'm not sure where... Lucian must be going for Herald. It's the only thing to go for there. We went for Cleaver second item instead of Bork since they have the Rammus. The armor tank forces it out on us. And then we'll go for Bork next. After that, typically Spear of Shojin. You could even get Maw if you really need it. Punk if they have lots of healing, which they really don't. I can solo Lucian here. I'll act like I can't. He seems to realize that he can't do it though. Oh, Shazar's annoying. I'm gonna hit it with a Q. I don't really want to lose my turret. The longer I can keep it up, the better. Yeah, it gives vision. And also, if they don't have minions there, it takes them a few autos to kill it, even if it's only got a little bit of health. Who could be here right now? I'll attack into the E. He dashed in behind me. That is wild. It actually worked though because Senna was hitting me as well. If Senna wasn't there, he definitely dies. My E damage and block got wasted somewhat there since he dashed in behind. He also has very similar items, 2 full item plus the boots. Unfortunate. I need Bork. Fiddle finds the Lucian. Senna's squishy as well. That's big. I'll take a little bit of credit for that. Lucian was missing some HP. Give me some credit. Alright. Let's grab a longsword for now. We'll get Bork later. I mean, we'll get the vampiric pickaxe into Bork in a minute. I'm gonna R right on over just in case Ram shows up. He laid a ward in here. I couldn't reach him over the wall with my W. That's so frustrating. This is barely out of range by an inch. Fiddle's not gonna be able to find him. There's no way. Oh, we found him. There is a way. Auction's kind of screwed. Auction thinks he can find it. Dude, he doesn't even have a full item. He's so far behind. W auto Q. Fiddle gets the kill, is what it is. Lucian definitely can't solo me. Especially like in that situation, it's so niche where he has a teammate and I have nobody. Because if that was an actual fight, him dashing forward to dodge my E would just straight up kill him because of my teammates. But in that one specific situation, it was a good move. My E does around 700 damage. The whole thing lands. Nope, there's Senna. Senna's here. I feel very comfortable playing up over half the map. Hey, friend. Auto Q, auto E. Cancel the E. Tried to kill her, but she flashed. That actually didn't kill her. Block, block, block. Thanks, Nyla, for intentionally sidestepping that. Very cool, my dude. If he ever puts an R on her, I'm not blocking. I'm just letting her die. She's full HP. Auction's R's and execute does more damage the lower in health you are. If she blocked that, she would have taken like 100 damage, but she intentionally sidestepped away. Little butthole. Easy Baron. Who is that? Hey, friend. Auto Q, auto into E. Got empowered E, ignite. Solid. Let's go ahead and reset, spend our gold. Wait, I can almost afford. Well, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get Bork. So expensive. It's worth the gold, but man, it takes a while to get to. Absolutely not cheap. He's really going to do that. Wow. All right. Guess I could sell my longsword. It's doable. Yeah, I can sell a longsword for about that. 180 gold. That's all I need. It's worth it. As useful as longsword is. York's out deep, deep, deep. He's probably going to take the portal. So I'm not going to R. You can take the portal in about 1.5 seconds. He decided not to for some reason. Nobody knows why. He's going for the high damage York build where his ghouls chunk you super hard. Clips Ravenous. Akshan finally has his first item finished. Very cool. Pantheon probably is better mid than he is top. Top lane, he has more challenging matchups. There's a lot of bruisers that can give him issues, like the Mordekaiser, Darius. Even things like Riven. Things like Riven are challenging as well. Boom. Goodbye. Fiddle's tanking so much damage there. I'm going to go for the Lucian. He can't actually escape here, I don't think. My R cast, that is. Oh, is he going to suicide? Hello, my friend. Does he have free boots or something? Because he is fast. This dude must have free boots. Darius missing a golden opportunity here. Oh my god, that is so fast, dude. That portal's way too quick. I couldn't even charge a spear in time. Auto into the E. Nice job, Rammus. Very cool. You're dead. Thank you. I got the crit. I also had his armor shredded. Cancel my E. Blow her up with the end animation of it. Run, Soraka, run, my pretty. This dude's quick, Soraka. You're running the wrong way. Boom. Auto Q into E. Cancel the E. Down he goes. Look how much damage the E cancel does. It's doing 519. That's a lot of damage. That's more than... That's like 2 auto attacks. Empower W. Into auto Q. E. Cancel E. Auto Q. They disappear. They need a thick boy to get in the way. And even Rammus, since we have the Black Cleaver... Black Cleaver shreds percent based armor. Then we have percent base damage on both Bork and Eclipse. Eclipse doing 6% max health, Bork doing 12% of their current HP. Which is really good, considering you empower W auto, it applies 3 Borks. And since that's what you start your combo with, that they have the most HP at that point. So you're essentially doing 36% of their maximum HP, as long as they're full HP when you start that. Love to have a blue buff. Nice. Very cool. Gotta soak as many resources as possible without dying, while simultaneously trying to get drags. Yeah, we gotta defend this turret. They're kind of grouping up on it. I'm gonna hover between bot and mid. Okay, so they backed off that turret a little bit. Gotta fight the Rammus. He doesn't seem to have Merc Treads or Tenacity. W auto, Q auto into E. Got his R down. I don't want to throw Q and put it on full cooldown. Why, Fiddle, why? We can't follow that. Interesting Fiddle R. No way to really follow it up though. Rammus is going to come speeding out of the fountain really quick. Fiddle can cancel Rammus Q with his silence or his sphere. It's hard for Rammus to ever really get to Fiddlesticks if Fiddlesticks simply runs away. Oops, wasted my ability. Gotta reset for York. I think he's going to our blue buff. Question is, can I solo him? I don't think I can. He has a lot more CS. Looking at gold spent, he's 3 full item. I'm 3 full item. But I don't think I can if he has Maiden out. I have better mobility than him. I got Senna. I wasn't going to be able to get away. Senna is a tumor overtune champion. She's very fast when she hits you because her Q is a non-skill shot AoE slow with lots of range. So she slows you, plus she's sped up by the fleet footwork. It's very challenging to get away from. And then Senna, the meta is also got boots of swiftness. So base movement speed, she's basically faster than you just walking. I had to turn. It's the only way. Now we would go for Serlds or Spear of Shojin. We already have 20% armor penetration on R, 30% on Cleaver. They don't really let you get it past 50% anyways. So this is a good time to transition into Shojin for the ability haste. Get our perma stun spam and perma damage block spam going. He really doesn't want to chase that. I'll put it right there. It hits. It ships. W auto Q. It's a crit. Nice, nice, nice. I needed space. That portal helped me catch up. I can't really help with Bear, and I kind of have to base. I'm not going to let those scumbags take a base turret if I can help it. Can I sell something? for Shogun here, that would be great. Once they get Baron, all right, that's fine. We get the Shogun. E's now on a 7.5, a 5.5, a 3.7. We have 84 ability haste. Holy crap. Quite a bit. Shogun's giving 48, even more than a Black Cleaver can give. Since Pantheon has the built-in armor penetration on his R of 30% at this point, it gets higher per level. Starts at 10, goes to 20, then 30. So we have 30% on our R. We essentially have 30% on Cleaver, which our teammates also get to play off of. That's 60% armor penetration. That even an armor tank, you can shred them down a bit as long as you get an empowered W auto onto their head. We can kill this guy 100%. He's squishy. W auto, Q auto into E. Down he goes. Maiden nearly killed Fiddle though. Nutty. Maiden is not balanced. Don't get me wrong, York sucks, but Maiden is broken. Fiddle couldn't quite. Oh no, Fiddle. That's alright. This game's wrapped up. Wrapped up nice and tight. Auction's the only one alive. He's too far behind to do anything though. I can flash on him, W auto, QE. He doesn't even seem to be leaving his fountain. And that, guys, is GG's. Pantheon mid lane is an absolute carry beast. Even if they have an armor tank like Rammus, it just doesn't matter. Pantheon has the CC, he has the tankiness, and the mobility to carry. Let's look at damage dealt, damage taken, and runes here. Looking at damage dealt enemy champions, we had the most in the game. I'm very, very happy with that. For damage taken, middle of the pack. For self-mitigated, very low. To be honest, I'm not sure if self-mitigate includes what Pantheon blocks with his E. I really don't think it does, because we barely even had more damage mitigated than our AD carry, or even anyone else in the game for that matter. A similar amount to York, and think about it, he didn't build really any defense. York doesn't have shields or heals, really. Well, heals don't interact with mitigated. It's shields. Shields, armor, magic resist. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this doesn't actually include damage that never landed in any way, shape, or form from our E. It is what it is. Looking at runes, really high value. Pantheon mid lane is a carry beast. Highly recommend it. Once you're level 2, it's GG's. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.